Well, thank you for having me here. Always nice to celebrate Yoga Day, International Yoga Day. And I'd like to talk today about interoceptive awareness in yoga therapy. Interoceptive awareness, I don't know, many people, some people do know what it is or have heard about the term. And I think we all know what it is, but maybe the term is not familiar to us. So I want to introduce interoceptive awareness to yoga therapy. So interoceptive awareness. Why does this matter, or why does this matter? Why is stress important? So what I want to do, I'm returning to my first slide. I want to introduce to the role of interoceptive awareness to stress regulation. What we see in human or in modern society is that chronic stress is a major public health challenge, and that it is mainly, or that it is very much associated with a lot of burnout. So we know that acute stress, when something is happening, for example, when a car is passing, we return, or we are pushed back to avoid the car. Active stress is very helpful. We need that. But when in our modern society chronic stress is there, we tend to become burnout, to get into depressions, anxiety, or have cardiovascular diseases. And if it keeps going, if it keeps coming, the stress, or the stress factors, the chronic stress, then the quality of life can be reduced, or is reducing. So using yoga therapy or yoga in general, it improves our well-being, but still we know how it works, but I want to introduce interoceptive awareness to that. But what is interoceptive awareness? I want to give you, first of all, a discussion or a definition for it. Interoception is the sensing and interpreting of internal body signals. So when something is happening into our lives, our body is reacting, is responding to that. For example, when this car is passing, you feel something is happening. Your eyes are opening. You see, whoa, what is happening? Maybe your breath is reacting. You're going to breathe much more frequently. Also, your heartbeat is increasing. Your muscle tension is increasing because you want to act. But also, and that's maybe another example, hunger or satiety can change, or can be felt, and also temperature. When you feel the heat of the sun, for example, that is some sensation that you feel. And also emotional sensations. For example, when you feel stressed, some irritability can pop up. And all these things, the irritability, that is interoceptive awareness. That is something in your body, that is an internal body signal, that your body is showing you that maybe something is going on. That, for example, if you feel this irritability, then you can just think like, I feel the irritability. That's a signal, a stress signal, as I call it. It's a signal that my body gives to make me aware that something is going on, that maybe I'm getting into a stressful situation that is not good for me. And if you can grab that signal, if you can, for example, grab that irritability, then you can do something about it. Because in our main lives, we are just going without even being aware of what is happening inside of our bodies. And that's what what I want to tell you, or I want to discuss, is that if we can start feeling these things again, we can act, and that yoga therapy can help us to become aware of these internal signals again, both mentally and physical signals. So interoception is the sensing and the interpreting of internal bodily signals. Now, I already explained to you quite a bit of this. Why does interoception matter? It supports self-awareness, so becoming aware of what is going on inside of your body, inside of your being. And it also supports into emotional regulation. If you feel you are irritated, you can act accordingly. You can make decisions, so it helps you in decision making, and it regulates the stress. So if you, for example, do some pranayama, some breathing techniques to get your stress level down, you can regulate your stress level. So it allows you to adapt your behavior. So the way you feel, that starts inside your body. Feeling what is going on, that is interoception, and that can be trained, or that can be supported by yoga and yoga therapy. So how can we do that? So we can use yoga therapy as an interoceptive training. We can use different parts of yoga practices, like, for example, asana, pranayama, meditation, and yoga nidra. If we point out to asana, when we're doing the body movements, when we're doing the asanas, the poses, we become more aware of the movements and of the sensation, and how about proprioception, how your body is reacting, where the tension in your body is. And all these things can give you some information about your level of stress. Also, pranayama gives you or helps you to become aware of your breathing, the way you breathe, shallow, deep, in your chest, or maybe even in your belly. And it can help you, if you adjust these things, it can balance out your autonomic nervous system. Also, meditation to observe what is going on in your mind, but also in your body, but without judgment, of course. And yoga nidra as well. It is about body awareness, about becoming aware how your body is. So yoga therapy, it systematically trains attention towards internal experience. So you're getting inside, you feel both mentally and physically. You feel what is going on, what your stress level is at this moment. So interoception is used, or can be a tool for emotional regulation. What did I want to tell you more about this? So interoception helps you to regulate or to recognize your emotions much earlier, because in life we just go on, we keep going, and if we get aware sooner of what is going on, we can recognize and we can identify the stress signals, and then we can respond more skillfully. So we reduce the autonomic or the automatic reactions. We become more aware and act accordingly. So we change our habits. So the result is that emotional awareness will be improved, that the psychological flexibility, the coping capacity, and also resilience, it will also become better, it will improve. So the greater your body awareness is, so it can the body and awareness can enhance recovery from stress and from chronic stress and from burnout. So all these things, it's becoming aware. It's about becoming aware of what is happening inside. And we can relate this all these things, so the things what I was speaking about, to the polyvagal theory of Stephen Porges. He states that the autonomic states influence safety, behavior, social engagement, and also emotional regulation. And if we use yoga therapy, that will support your breath regulation, mindful movement, and also relaxation. And the mechanism behind it, it's that interoceptive awareness that helps people recognize the autonomic shifts and return to a regulated state, to a better baseline. So the outcome will be that greater autonomic flexibility and resilience. That was Porges' point of view, but if we see now, or we look now at a yogic perspective, we can look at pratyahara, which is also turning awareness inward. Svadhyaya, that is about self-study, about self-awareness, also getting to feel what is inside. And also the Panchakosha model can be applied. If we see all to the different koshas, Annamaya kosha is about body awareness, pranayama, breath awareness, manomaya, emotional and mental awareness. So all the koshas, it's all related. It's all where the key insight is that modern introception, so the word we use in modern society, in modern science, and so the modern introception and the traditional yoga philosophy, they describe similar processes through different languages. So they talk about the same thing, but they talk about the same. So if I want to finish, I'm going to finish. I want to talk about flourishing. Flourishing, that means being, it's about well-being, it's about meaning, about resilience, about positive relationships, and about optimal functioning. If we use yoga therapy to become more aware of ourselves, we can flourish as a human being. And the pathway behind that is that yoga therapy is giving you more interoceptive awareness, that results in self-regulation, in more emotional intelligence, in better resilience, or in more resilience, improved resilience, and that will result in human flourishing. So yoga therapy may help everybody thrive and not merely survive. It's about thriving, about positivity. To conclude, I want to just recap that interoception is a promising mechanism in yoga therapy. If we use interoception in yoga therapy and we focus more on that, that will be very helpful. So yoga practices can systematically cultivate this interoceptive awareness, and the improved interoception may enhance stress regulation, emotional regulation, and resilience, and also well-being. And also the interoception may bridge the modern neuroscience and classical yoga philosophy. And I think that is very important if we can merge those things together. So my final message is yoga therapy may not only reduce the stress, but it can cultivate the embodied awareness necessary for human flourishing. Well, thank you for listening. So key message, listen to your body, listen to yourself. And as yoga, maybe therapists, try to get this into your practices. Thank you so much for listening.